Here's Phil to tell you more.
Alrighty, everybody.
I guess let's get caught up, right? So, A Plague Tale: Innocence. How can I say? Incredibly basic. Puzzle here, France. Crazy ass plague of rats killing people left and right in France. You know, this kid with blood. He's sick. He's possessed. Like, what does this mean? Oh my god, excuse me. Then I'll be back on Friday with the return of Ask the King, my bi-monthly Q&A show where I answer your questions that you've been posting up over on my forums on thekingofhate.com. I have to reiterate, guys, please head over to the website and post up your questions. The more questions I get, the better the show is. When I last checked, I only had about 20 questions up there. I need more than that in order to make the show a good one. All right, it's supposed to be a 3-hour Q&A show. Then on Saturday, ladies and gents, it is time for the big retrospective marathon. All right. So this is going to be a shit event where for some
10 plus hours. Oh my god, I can't,
I'm going to be reacting to my own content from the last 11 years, all right? It could be game playthroughs, it could be vlogging, it could be game reviews, it could be series like DSP Tries It, or Ask the King, or Cooking with the King. It could be travel vlogs, it could just be random videos I made, on a whim. It could be anything, all right?
And I've done this event before, and every time I do it, it ends up being a smashing success.
It sucks. I'm going to be very honest with all of you. It fucking sucks. All right, I love it. I've done it 3 times before, and I had a blast every time I did it. And then on Sunday night, it'll be the return of garbage. So there you go. That's what you can expect next week. Hope you guys are excited for that. All right, let's talk about Death Stranding, guys. So, this morning, big, event streamed talking about Death Stranding, and Hideo Kojima, in his own words, basically says the game is about connections, that people have found a way to basically isolate themselves in life, and that Death Stranding is about rejoining those important connections, and people sacrificing everything to rejoin connections between humanity.
That makes no sense, of course.
Oh, look, the game hasn't started already. We had to give Kojima a plug. Of course. Of course, he needs his credit, right? Gee, you think Hideo Kojima got enough billing? Yeah, I think maybe they should say his name a couple more times. Kojima. Metal Gear Kojima. Sons of Kojima. Oh, Hideo Kojima. His name will show up in the credits 400 times, don't worry. Seriously, man. Kojima's a fucking asshole. Leave behind cover. Die. Yes. Applaud Kojima, everybody. Applaud Kojima. It's a great game. Kojima World Order. My name's Kojima. I need to do everything over dramatically. I guess that's the difference between myself and Kojima. Kojima likes bullshit. I don't put up with it. Just fucking put the gun right in his mouth. Boom. Shut up. Unfucking real. This fucking game pisses me the fuck off. Seriously, this is the most frustrating fucking game of the year because Kojima's a fucking asshole. Make that money, Kojima. Make that money. Fuck you, Kojima. Asshole. How you like them fucking apples, huh? How you like them apples, you fucking cocksucking bitch? That's right, Kojima. I just beat you. I just fucking beat you at your own game. How do you punch the fucking switch? I'm so tired of this shit. Kojima's a fucking cocksucker. If I ever find him, I'm gonna kick him straight in his fucking balls. I'm serious, man. What an asshole. Fucking Kojima, I swear to God, man. Well, that's right, because Kojima's a fucking cocksucker. I said it. He's a fag. Damn it, Kojima. Fuck this game. Is it an allegory for, like, real life that he feels that people have become isolated and the only way they connect is through the internet? Is he actually saying that people need to reconnect in person? You know what I mean? Like, what is this an allegory for something, or is this actually the plot of his game? No one knows. Then they proceeded to show some gameplay, and no one knew what the hell that was either. And by the way, Cat agrees with me. We're like, this is nuts. People are asking me to debunk the fact that you had beef with Kojima.
I never had beef with Kojima.
Well, that's right, because Kojima's a fucking cocksucker. I said it. He's a fag. When I was playing his original Metal Gear Solid games, alright, this was at a time, we're talking, 7-8 years ago, when I used to just make fun of everything I played. That was how I was. I was a content creator who didn't care. I wasn't taking it seriously as a job or anything. I was making Nazi jokes, alright?
They're not funny.
I certainly wasn't doing it in any mature capacity. So when I played games, I essentially just tore them a new asshole and made fun of them constantly. So when I played the Metal Gear franchise, I did exactly that. And I made fun of Kojima, and I made fun of the game, and I made fun of a million things, and I fucked around and didn't take it seriously at all. And I did this with every game, and no one ever had issue until I played Metal Gear Solid. Then all of a sudden it was like, oh my god, you took the Citizen Kane of games and you made fun of it, and that's not allowed. How dare you take this infallible franchise and make fun of it, And I just think that's really stupid that people took that seriously, because if you watch my content from back then, it was all like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I pinpointed Metal Gear Solid or Kojima at all. That's actually the complete opposite, is that I actually did the same thing with all the gameplay that I did. But sadly, I hate to say it, people are fucking nuts. People got so defensive, so defensive with the way that I played those games, and with the commentary I did, insulting Kojima in a joking way and stuff, that it just created this whole hatred movement against me. The whole, first it was the Red Super Rye, whatever the fuck that is, and then it turned into the this is how you don't play movement, and then it was becoming, well, since we made fun of Phil playing Metal Gear Solid and that went virally popular, we got to do it with every game he's ever done. And that's exactly what happened, is they would just make these stupid videos about every game that I ever did, even though, again, that was kind of the gimmick that I used back then, was just make fun of every single fucking game, lampoon every game I play, and don't take it seriously. Unfucking real. This fucking game pisses me the fuck off. That's my controller right now. Excellent. But somehow people turned that into, oh, Phil's a bad gamer, when in reality, that was the point. That was the fuck. It's like, if you made one of those videos, you didn't get the point of me as a content creator back in the fucking day, You think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself. And by the way, fuck you. Alright. Hog Beetle cheered. He says, do you see yourself getting back into weightlifting and exercising? No. Because by back injury, if I tried to do weightlifting, I could potentially re-injure the disc. I would never take that risk. Let me tell you, those few years there, I'd say it was probably about 5-6 years, where my back was so fucked up and I was in constant pain that I would never even chance going back there. Doing some minor exercises here or there, that's definitely possible. Weightlifting, I would never do that again. I can't risk it. Okay? Quinton Reviews tipped me $1. He says, any thoughts on Mumkey Jones pulling a pro Jared and cheating on his wife with a pedophile furry? It was a detractor of yours. Another one bites the dust. DSP forever. I don't really know much or anything about him. In fact, someone told me about this yesterday on Twitter. I was like, why are you sending me this? I don't know who this is. And he's like, oh, this was a guy who he came on your stream and he trolled you and you banned him. So I actually looked this up. And at one point, I guess there was a few streamers who were coming in here and who were like just kind of being silly. And then every once in a while they would troll. So this guy had come in and said, oh, for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to match all contributions to DSP. And a bunch of people contributed, and then, of course, he lied. He didn't do shit. And then he continued he was trolling further later on in the day, and he ended up getting banned for it because he was basically just being an asshole. And that's all I know about him. Like, literally, I know nothing about what kind of content he puts out on the internet. I know nothing about his personal life or whatever. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. The guy just basically came to a stream, trolled, and then got banned, and that was the end of it. So apparently it's come out that he's another one of these guys who's basically a piece of shit in real life. and cheats on his significant other, and, you know, he does all kinds of fucked up shit behind the scenes. And it's like, you know, all I have to say is, as they say, another one bites the dust, right? Like, we knew, if anything, what we're seeing here is a pattern that's formulating, that people who became internet famous then lost their minds and thought that they were hot shit and went off to do a bunch of immoral shit. And it's just following a pattern. And I told you, I said, like, Pro Jared is just the tip of the iceberg. I predict we're going to see more and more and more of this happen. And continue on. I'm serious. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I get the feeling you're going to have big, high-profile people, too. I don't know who the fuck this guy was. But I almost guarantee you we're going to see this continue. Because people get power and they don't use it responsibly. That's the bottom line. They get this power. Oh my God, I have some notoriety on the internet now. Allow me to use this power completely irresponsibly for personal gain, no matter who else I hurt. And I think that's horrible. I do. And you know, me, in my years that I had that kind of power, I can tell you right now, I didn't misuse it at all. I was always responsible with what I did. I made sure that, you know, it wasn't like there was no cheating involved, nothing. Like, I never did anything like that. I never would. That's not the kind of person I am. I'm completely anti that kind of behavior. And in this day and age, you know, I don't have any power anyway. I'm married. What can you do? Plus, I'm happily married. And, you know, I hate to say it, you know, these people rush into things, too. You know, if you're getting married, but then you're having all these temptations outside of it, there's something wrong there, you know? You're not supposed to get married until you feel that's it. This is the epitome of what I want with my life. Not, oh, now there's all these other things I want, too. Then you did it wrong. You know what I mean? And by the way, Kat agrees with me.